Yo, 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 yo. Salute, people. What's going on? It's your boy Jay Jordan back again for another watch along. I'm glad to be back. Glad to see y'all in the chat. What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone is doing well. I know it's been a little bit since we got on the stream, but we are back. Well, we're not doing the Heat today. The Heat play tomorrow, I believe, because they played last night against the Clippers. We won by 2. Salute to the Heat. But today, doing two teams we haven't done on the watch along yet. The two teams at the top of the East, like you saw in the title of the stream. We have the 5-1 76ers and the 5-1 Chicago Bulls. So whoever wins will be the number 1 seed in the East at the end of the night. Let's get into the starting lineups. This game is on NBA League Pass for me. I'm in the New York area, so I'm watching it on League Pass. So that's how I'm watching this game. Let's get into the starting lineups. The game starts in about 2.5 minutes. For the 76ers, you have Tyrese Maxey, rookie VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre Jr., Jabari Walker, and Joel Embiid is playing tonight. He is on a minutes restriction as he's been all season long. For the subs, they got a bunch of them: Trendon Watford, Quentin Grimes, Andre Drummond, Justin Edwards, Johnny Broom. Jared McCain is back. He's available to play, the second-year player out of UNC. He is also on a minutes restriction after coming back from a thumb injury. Adem Bona, Kyle Lowry, Hunter Salas, and Eric Gordon. They have a couple people out still. I think I might have to update McCain. I probably have McCain on that list still. I just saw it before I got on stream that he would be available. But Paul George is out and Dominic Barlow. For the Sixers, their starting lineup, I gotta fix his name. The spell check keep messing it up. There we go. Josh Giddey, Trey Jones, Isaac Okoro, Matas Buzelis, and Nikola Vucevic. For the subs, you have Patrick Williams, Jalen Smith, Kevin Huerter, Javon Carter, Julian Phillips, and Dalen Terry. Ayo Dosunmu is out. Kobe White is out. And I think one more person I saw is out. Zach Collins is out as well. Have those at the bottom of the screen on the scrolling ticker for the players that are out. All right, so looking at these teams, the 76ers have been playing pretty well, even though Joel Embiid's been in and out of the lineup. The rookie VJ Edgecombe has been an absolute outstanding player so far. Tyrese Maxey has been cooking as well. So it should be a good game. Josh Giddey, I think he had a triple-double in the second to last game. He's been playing really well for them. They lost to the Knicks on the 2nd, which was 2 days ago. So should be interesting. The last loss for the Sixers was against Boston on October 31st. So both teams with one loss in the record, and we'll see how it pans out. What's up, Maz? First Bulls game of the season. Buzelis. I have him on my fantasy team actually. So I figured he would have a promising start, getting more starters minutes in this Bulls team, and he's been playing pretty well so far. As you saw from the thumbnail, the two stars for both teams, Tyrese Maxey and Josh Giddey, they're both the leading scorers for both of these teams. Tyrese averaging a crazy 33.7 points per game. Josh Giddey averaging 22 points a game on 49% shooting. In terms of rebounding, we could take a look at that. Andre Drummond leading the way in rebounds. Vucevic, of course, always at the tops in rebounds, averaging 12.3. As we're about to get this game started. And in terms of assists, we got Tyrese Maxey averaging 9 assists per game. Josh Giddey averaging 8.7. Right, it's Joel Embiid versus Vucevic for the jump ball. And Joel wins the second tip. And we are off to start this game on this Tuesday. Embiid gets it over to Kelly Oubre Jr. He had like 23 points, 22 points in the first quarter against the Nets on Sunday. And Joel Embiid, draws the foul on his first attempt of the game. Yeah, I saw Mads. I figured it was you. Joel Embiid at the line for the first free throw of the game. And he gets the first points of the game for the visiting 76ers. Joel Embiid, they just put up a stat. He's averaging about 25 points against the Chicago Bulls in the last couple years. He hits both free throws. The Sixers are up 2-0. Move my screen down, covering the box score. Can't even see. There we go. So I got to remember which Jones this is, not Tyus. It's Trey. And it's a turnover on the pass over to Buzelis. And Kelly Oubre goes coast to coast off the steal and dunks it home with the left. It's 4-0 Sixers. Josh Giddey with the ball. He's at the controls, guarded by VJ Edgecombe. That should be a good matchup there for the rookie. Vucevic with the ball on the perimeter. Gets it over to Giddey on the left wing. Giddey drives left behind the back pass to Vucevic. For three, he can knock those down. It's off the rim. Giddey gets the offensive rebound, finds Vucevic. He throws it out to Jones, cross court back left over to Okoro, who gets it to Giddey in the corner. Down to Vucevic, right hand hook over Kelly Oubre, and the Bulls are on the board. Durston, salute. What's going on, my friend? Hope all is well. And Tyrese Maxey dribbles left, comes off that screen, and knocks down the three. Tyrese Maxey averaging, as I saw, 33 points a game. It's absolutely insane. Ball with Trey Jones. Jones, right side over to Buzelis, and he gets blocked by Kelly Oubre out of bounds from that right corner three. Good recovery there by Kelly Oubre. Right, I got the players on the court down bottom of the screen so you guys can see. They get it. Josh Giddey inbounds it over to Vucevic, who blows by Embiid and left hand dunks it home. You know, Embiid, he's a little, he's not as mobile. So Vucevic, who's also not as mobile, blows right by him going left and dunks it home. Sierra, what's good? Gets it over to Embiid. Embiid one leg fall away over Buzelis, and he knocks it down. That's 4 points for Embiid early in this one. 2 free throws, and that fall-away jump shot. Buzelis in the left corner out to Vucevic, who loads up for another three. Front rim, bounces off it twice, and Walker skies for the rebound. Over to Maxey. Maxey crosses half court. Top of the key here. They're going to run a pick and roll with Embiid. He drives right. Guarded by Vucevic now. That's a mismatch. He steps back, right corner three over Vucevic, and he cashes it home. Tyrese Maxey on an absolute tear to start the season. It's 12-4. As Buzelis with the right to left crossover and gets fouled by Kelly Oubre. They collided. I think heads collided there, and it's a foul on Oubre. Election day and Chase streaming, yep. Hope everyone got out and voted. Trey Jones drives, jump pass over in the corner to Okoro for three, and a left corner three by Isaac Okoro. The ex-Cavalier knocks down the three from the left corner. It's 12-7. Embiid, top of the key, gets it over right side of Maxey. Maxey comes off that screen going left. They throw it back out to Embiid. Embiid pump fakes for three. Now takes the three and misses. Rebound Walker. Walker in the paint throws it out to Edgecombe. Edgecombe loads up for a three and he cashes it home. VJ Edgecombe cashes home the three, and it's 15-7. 76ers on top. 4 of the 5 starters have all scored for the Sixers. And it's an offensive rebound by Walker. It leads to VJ Edgecombe out on the three-point line on the right wing. Just tees it up and knocks it down. So it's a nice start here for the 76ers. Nice start so far. I'm looking at, there's a couple games on tonight, about 8 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games on tonight on the WNBA slate. 6 games on the slate tonight. Milwaukee and Toronto are playing right now. Toronto up 41-33. Milwaukee on the second night of a back-to-back. They played in Milwaukee last night. Giannis hits a crazy step back, one-legged ball away to beat the Pacers in Indiana. Then they had to fly up to Toronto and play the Toronto Raptors in up there in Canada. So they're down right now. Orlando and Atlanta tied at 6. That game is on NBC and Peacock. Charlotte is beating New Orleans 17-8 right now. And then, of course, our game. The other games start later. Phoenix and Golden State starts at 10 p.m. And then OKC and the Clippers start at 11 p.m. That game is on NBC and Peacock. Did I say a WNBA team? Did I say the tempo? I hope not. Did I say the Fever? I hope I didn't say the Fever. I don't even remember what I said. Oh, I said WNBA slate. See? Yo, old habits die hard. I don't even recall myself saying it. Anyways, NBA slate. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, it's ingrained in my head. It's ingrained. As you can see, this is a W channel primarily. I reference it way too much. NBA slate people. Forgive me, forgive me. Hmm. All right, broadcast is coming back here. There's some Chicago Bears here in the crowd. It looks like I don't recognize them. And then they got a baseball player here. The Bulls mascot, at least the Bulls mascot represents the Bulls. It's not like a random character. It's actually a bull, Benny the Bull. Ball and play here with the Bulls. Giddy gets it over to Kevin Herter. Finds Okoro back out to Herter on the 3-point line. Herter drives by Embiid, goes off glass, and Herter off the bench and into the scorebook. He lays it in. Right hand layup for Kevin Herter, the ex-King and the ex-Hawk. Edgecombe gets it over to Oubre. Oubre drives right. Has he attacks Buzelis, shoots the left hand floater over him, and scores. Kelly Oubre attacking the second year player Buzelis. And Vucevic goes in the right corner to Herter. He pump fakes, blows by Embiid, drops it off to Vucevic under the basket, and Vucevic lays it home. Great ball movement there. Kevin Herter doing some positive things coming off the bench. Got a basket and an assist in his first 2 plays. Embiid with the ball. Embiid hand off to Edgecombe. Coming off the screen, going right. Fakes the pass. Goes out with the floater. Too strong. Tip goes out of bounds by Herter. It'll stay with the 76ers. Yeah, so yeah, the Bulls beat the Knicks, and then they lost to the Knicks in back-to-back games. Ball and play with the Sixers. Oubre gets it out to Edgecombe over to Maxey. Pump fakes for 3. Drives right. Now Vucevic is back on him. He steps back for 3 from the wing. Rolls off the rim. Chased down by Isaac Okoro. Gets it over to Vucevic, who gives it right back. Okoro looks to be on the attack. Attacks Maxey. Goes into the lane. Left hand lays it in over Oubre and scores. Nice move there by Isaac Okoro. Edgecombe with the ball. And Embiid now shoots a 3 and knocks it down. Joel Embiid playing really well to start this one. Sixers up 20-13. Embiid up to 7 points. And Giddy tries to attack quickly off that made basket, misses the floater. Edgecombe with the rebound over to Maxey. Maxey picks up his dribble, gets it to Embiid. Embiid fakes the handoff back to Maxey. He keeps it and tries to reset. Faces up on Vucevic. Right elbow jumper is off. Fight for the rebound, goes off Giddy and out of bounds. So Sixers get another shot here. Yeah, it's a pretty decent game so far. Maxey gets it into Edgecombe in the left corner over to Embiid on the left wing here. Hands it off to Maxey. Dribble handoff. Maxey keeps it. Now Vucevic back on him. Goes between the legs to the step back for three off the back of the rim. Rebound gets tipped all the way out into the backcourt. Back to Maxey. Over to Oubre, who's wide open for three. And he knocks down the right wing three. The offensive rebounds are absolutely killing the Bulls right now. It's 23-13. 10-point lead here. Sixers are 5 for 8 from three as Giddey attacks and gets fouled by Tyrese Maxey. So Josh Giddey will go to the line for 2 free throws. Them offensive rebounds are killing them. It gets tipped all the way out to half court. Maxey finds Oubre. Nobody goes out to guard him. And he has enough time to test the wind, find the seams of the ball, and cashes out as Giddey hits the first free throw. (23-14) is the score. About 6:10 to go. My clock's a little behind. Let me run it down. As Giddey is at the line, we have some substitutions take place. Quentin Grimes checks in for the Sixers. Trendon Watford for the Sixers as well. As Giddey rattles in the second free throw. 23-15. Ball in play here. Watford at the controls. Ball over to Oubre in the corner. Finds Embiid at the right elbow. Guarded by Patrick Williams. Embiid goes in the post. They send a late double over to Grimes. Left side to Maxey. Wide open three is good. Left wing three for Tyrese Maxey. They send that double over to Embiid. Ball swings around and gets stolen actually by Grimes. Grimes goes up off the glass and scores. Defense to offense there for the Sixers. And they're starting to run away with it. 28-15 here. Okoro with the ball. Over to Vucevic. Right side to Williams over to Giddey. Giddey rips through, spins back. Embiid comes over for the double. Up top to Vucevic. Left side to Herter. Good rotation by the Sixers. Herter drops it off to Giddey. Gets blocked by Embiid. Okoro out to Williams. Over to Vucevic. With 1 on the clock, Okoro has to get it up. Off the front of the rim. Fight for the rebound. Giddey gets the offensive rebound. Giddey looks back, shoots a three, and knocks it down. See, offensive rebounds leading to baskets for both teams here. Gets it back to a 10-point game. 28-18. Embiid with the ball in the post. It looks like he's playing this whole first quarter so far. Embiid in the post. Right side of the paint. Throws it out to Maxey. Maxey, deep three, and Maxey. That's his third three of the night. 12 points for Maxey. All of them have come from three-point range. That's his fourth three of the night. As Giddey with the ball. Giddey probes, gets into the paint, throws up the left-hand floater, rolls off the rim and in. So Josh Giddey lays it in on that nice floater attempt there. It's 31-20. And we have a timeout on the floor. So Sixers cooking so far, led by their big guns. Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid have 19 of their 31 points to start this quarter. All right, 31-20 is the score. 31-20. 4:20 to go here in the first quarter. The Sixers actually playing really well from three. We'll take a look at the box score since we have some time here. Take a look. So Jabari Walker yet to score, but it's Joel Embiid with 7 points so far on 2 of 4 shooting. Kelly Oubre with 7 as well. He's knocked down his 3. Tyrese Maxey with 12 points on 4 of 6 shooting. And they're all from three-point range. VJ Edgecombe knocked down a 3 as well, and he has 2 assists. For the bench, Quentin Grimes gets a steal and score to give them some bench scoring. They're shooting 68.8% from the field. 11 for 16. They've only missed 5 shots so far, and they're 7 for 10 from 3. For the Chicago Bulls, Okoro with 5 points. Got Buzelis yet to score. Vucevic with 6. Trey Jones yet to score, and Josh Giddey with 7, with 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Off the bench, Kevin Herter with 2 points and an assist to lead their bench in scoring. They're not shooting too bad from the field either. 57% from the field, 2 for 6 from 3, however. and they do have 2 turnovers as a team. All right, this is the first matchup of 3 between these two teams. Excuse me. The next time they'll play is the day after Christmas, December 26th, and then they'll close off the season series in Philadelphia on March 25th. All right, so that's the game so far. We're in a commercial break right now. I am watching this game on League Pass, if you did want to watch. Okay, I think the next time I will be streaming is Thursday. I think there's only one game on Thursday. We'll take a look at halftime, but I think there's only one game on Thursday between the Clippers and the Phoenix Suns. So that'll be the next game that we stream. Right, broadcast is coming back. Broadcast is coming back. And it was with the Sixers on their side of the court. They get it in, and we'll continue play here with Quentin Grimes. It comes off of Bona's foot and bounces out to Herter. Herter goes down the lane. Left-hand layup is off, and Bona gets the rebound for the Sixers. Gets it over to Maxey. Maxey finds a cutting Watford under the basket, pump fakes, and scores. 33-20. Trey Jones with the ball over to Jalen Smith. Gets it to Buzelis, over to Smith. Smith pump fakes for 3. Hands it off to Herter. Herter into the paint. Pump fakes. Throws it out to Buzelis. He pump fakes out to Herter. Herter pump fakes. Herter into the lane, fakes the pass. Double clutches. Tries to throw it and gets it stolen. Kelly Oubre on the lob to Bona. And Bona with the alley-oop finish. Adem Bona. And it's a 15-point lead. 35-20. Trey Jones comes off the ball. Out to Smith. Jalen Smith for 3 off the back rim. And Watford with the rebound over to Maxey. Maxey hand off to Watford. Watford downhill. Spins to the left. Goes up with the left-hand leg. Gets fouled. And one Trendon Watford will go to the line for the 3-point play. So the 76ers are absolutely taking it to the Chicago Bulls. Foul there by Buzelis. Nice right to left spin. And finish with the left hand by Watford. 37-20. Nick Nurse is the coach of the Philadelphia 76ers. Won the championship with the Toronto Raptors when Kawhi was there. And 3-point play is completed by Watford. It's 38-20. Coach for the Bulls is still Billy Donovan. Used to coach University of Florida back in the day. Also coached OKC in the league. Ball over to Patrick Williams. He drives from the 3-point line. Pump fakes. Goes up with the left. Misses. Jalen Smith tries to get the tip. And they do call the foul on a loose ball foul here on the 76ers. So its ball remains with the Chicago Bulls here. Make sure you fill out the poll if you're just joining. I know the score is a little skewed right now, so it might change the outcome. But who do you think will win this game? Will it be the 76ers or the Chicago Bulls? Shout out to the Twitch gang as well. Giddy with the ball. Gets it out to Jalen Smith on the 3-point line. Right side to Trey Jones. Trey Jones, left-hand dribble. Into the paint, stops. Finds Patrick Williams, gets it to Smith. Smith pump fakes and dunks it home. Good patience and ball movement by the Chicago Bulls. They get a nice dunk there. Easy basket. Who was that? Oh, Jared McCain into the game for the 76ers. Gets it over to the rookie VJ Edgecombe. Shoots a fall-away jump shot. Misses, but it tips right back out to him. Now, Quentin Grimes down the lane. Goes from the left-hand side and finishes with the right. It looks like he hit the back of his head on the court. So hopefully he's okay. They may have to check him out there. Patrick Williams in the left corner. Up top to Trey Jones. Trey Jones on the wing. Trey Jones into the paint, right corner to Smith. Smith loads up for a three off the rim. Fight for the rebound, gets tipped out to Quentin Grimes. Grimes, left side to VJ Edgecombe, walks into a three, and that's 2 threes here for VJ Edgecombe, the rookie. They are absolutely frying the Bulls here, 43-22, and we still got time here in the first. Dalen Terry checks into the game. He drives baseline, gets it out to Smith. Trey Jones with the ball, gets into the center of the floor, throws up the floater over Grimes, and misses. Grimes comes across half court. Grimes stops on a dime, pulls up for the midi, rolls out, and Giddey gets the rebound for the Bulls. Oh, a nice outlet to Jalen Smith, and he gets fouled. That was a little late of a whistle, but Jalen Smith gets bumped and fouled on that outlet pass and tried to finish, couldn't get it down. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. The Bulls are absolutely getting fried here by the 76ers. Shouldn't be really surprised. Jalen Smith misses the free throw. And we still have 3 more quarters of this. Man, I should have done another game at this rate. Thought this would be a little more competitive than it's showing so far. But we still have 3 quarters to go. So we'll see how it all pans out. He knocks down the second free throw. Ball in play here with the Sixers. It's a 20-point lead already here in the first quarter. Oh, my clock has not been starting. We have a minute left in the quarter. I'll fix that shortly. McCain throws it out to Bona, gets it over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe snakes into the paint. Edgecombe bumps. Fall away, jump shot from the paint, rolls in and out. Tip rebound by Bona. Doesn't get it. And we're at 45 seconds to go here. Let me get this right. And Giddey spins and wins in the paint. And Giddey with the basket. There we go. So it's 43-25. Giddey up to 9 points here. And what has been all 76ers here in the first quarter. 43-25. Watford almost travels. Gets it over to McCain. Edgecombe gets it over to Grimes. Grimes back to Edgecombe, who tries to feed the pass, gets it stolen. Oh, Dalen Terry with a nice slow layup step or Euro step, whatever you want to call it. He slows down his pace. Edgecombe flies by. He lays it in. McCain with the ball. McCain, about a half a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here. Grimes with the ball on the left side of the court by half court. He crosses over, gets intentionally fouled by Dalen Terry. They had a foul to give. With 5 seconds to go in the quarter. So the 76ers with 5 seconds to get a bucket here. McCain goes to the bench. Bona goes to the bench as well. I think Maxey checked back in for this last second attempt. So did Embiid. VJ Edgecombe to inbound across from his bench. Edgecombe gets it into Embiid. Embiid to Maxey. Maxey down to Embiid. Embiid throws it up and gets fouled. Oh, Giddey got his hand caught in the cookie jar there as Embiid was throwing it up towards the basket. And it is a foul. Maxey finds the ball, gets deflected. Yeah, he has his hands down. Embiid goes right up. And it's a foul. So that will be free throws for Embiid. Embiid knocks down the free throw. So Embiid at the line for the second free throw here. Embiid at the line. Free throw is up, and he rattles home the second as well. Smith gets it in with 1 second left. Patrick Williams gets blocked by Embiid for the full court heave. And mercifully for the Chicago Bulls, this quarter is over. 45-27 at the end of one. There's nothing positive I could say about the Bulls in that quarter. It's been all 76ers. Let's get ready for the second. If there are any Bulls fans in here, I apologize, but y'all are getting absolutely cooked. I mean, it is mercifully because this game is not close. Let's take a look at the box score. So y'all don't think I'm lying. 45-27 is the score. 45-27. Yo, what's good? Good to know. Jabari Walker for the Sixers, yet to score, does have 2 rebounds and an assist. Embiid with 9 first quarter points and 2 blocks. Kelly Oubre with 7 points. Tyrese Maxey with 12 points on 4 made threes. VJ Edgecombe with 6 points on 2 made threes. Off the bench, Trendon Watford with 5, 2 for Adem Bona. Quentin Grimes with 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. And Jared McCain in his first minutes back has an assist, yet to score, yet to attempt a basket. For Chicago, you got Isaac Okoro with 5 early points, 6 for Vucevic, 9 for Giddey. The other 2 starters have not scored. You got Jalen Smith with 3, 2 for Dalen Terry and Herter. Where else is the offense going to come from? That is the question. Bulls are shooting 47.8% from the field compared to 64% for the 76ers. So that's something that has to improve for the Bulls. They have to turn up their defensive intensity to make the Sixers shoot less efficient. All right. Second quarter about to start here. Yeah, Joel, he's actually playing pretty well so far. What's up, Con Landing? UConn defeat Louisville in the Armed Forces Classic to be played in Germany. Was moved to Annapolis. Oh, interesting. Yeah, to be honest, I don't pay attention to college basketball. Second quarter is up and started here. The first most points, field goals, and 3-point field goals allowed by the Bulls this season in the first quarter. Herter, right to left crossover into the paint. Bullet pass goes off Jalen Smith's hands and out of bounds. So a turnover right out the gate here. Lineup on the floor for the Sixers is McCain, Grimes, Watford, Maxey, and Bona. Grimes with the ball, dribbles left, back right to Maxey, guarded by Herter. Goes between the legs, goes out to Grimes. Grimes loads up for a 3. It's short. Giddey with the rebound. What up, Miracle? Salute. Yeah, doing Miracle says. Make sure you like the channel. Helps it out tremendously. Giddey gets bumped by McCain. Rolls off the front of the rim and off. And Giddey will go back to the line for some free throws. So Josh Giddey at the line. First free throw is up. And he knocks it down. Giddey at the line for the second free throw is up. And he knocks it down as well. Ball in play here with the Sixers. Maxey over to McCain. Handoff to Grimes. Grimes at the top of the key. Grimes drives left, goes behind the back. Throws it back up top to Maxey. With 10 on the shot clock, Maxey dribbles left, spins back right, fall away from the foul line over Herter. It's dirty. It's too dirty. He knocks it down. Tyrese Maxey, his first 2-point field goal of the night. He's up to 14 points. Dalen Terry with the ball. Throws it up top to Giddey. Giddey at the controls. Gets it over to Herter. Herter drives left, gets cut off. Back to Giddey. Giddey with 5 on the clock. Giddey into the paint. Oh, what a left hand hook pass over to Smith for 3, and he knocks it down. He pays it off. Josh Giddey right goes behind the back, right to left, as Grimes goes up and gets fouled. Foul is called on the floor, but Giddey goes right behind the back, right to left, then throws a left hand bullet pass across his body to the right corner, and Jalen Smith knocks it down. Ball in play here with the Sixers. McCain over to Watford, finds Grimes. Grimes over to Maxey now. Maxey comes off the screen going right. Oh, the pass somehow makes it to McCain, who takes his first shot, and it's off the rim from the right corner. Gets it over to Giddey. Giddey down the lane, gets cut off, and somehow he finishes with the scoop on the left-hand side with the right hand. So it's been Josh Giddey right now trying to keep his team in it as Maxey goes behind the back for the step back and knocks down the midi. Tyrese Maxey on an absolute tear. Oh, Giddey missed Williams in the paint. Or Terry, excuse me, gets it over to Herder. Herder nowhere to go. Finds Jalen Smith on the right baseline. Jalen Smith finds Giddey on the cut. Giddey into the paint. One leg fall away. It's short. And Watford with the rebound. Watford finds Grimes on the cut. Goes over with the left hand. It rolls around and down. 51-34. Dalen Terry down the lane. Gets bumped. Throws it out to Jalen Smith for a three at the top of the key this time. And he knocks it down. So Jalen Smith, after missing a couple threes early, he's knocked down his last two. He's 2 for 4 from three. And Tyrese Maxey with the ball walks into a three, gets fouled on the three-point attempt, and one. Tyrese Maxey. This guy is an absolute killer, guys. An absolute killer. Tyrese Maxey gets fouled on the three-point attempt and will go to the line for 4. For the 4-point play, Tyrese Maxey up to 19 points in the first half, and this guy does it all with a smile on his face. Guy's averaging 33.7 points per game. And Maxey knocks down the free throw for the 4-point play. What an absolute killer, man. 20-point first half for Maxey. Jones gets it over to Herder, who pump fakes for three. Herder, left-hand drive, goes up. It gets blocked by Bona. And he says, give me that ish. As Oubre, right to left crossover, jump pass out to McCain. McCain fakes to Hezzy. McCain in the paint against Trey Jones. Shoots the fall away, rolls off. Jalen Smith with the rebound. Dalen Terry across half court, finds Jalen Smith. Gets it over to Trey Jones, comes off the screen. Trey Jones lob up to Jalen Smith and gets pushed in midair, and that'll be a foul. He couldn't finish, but he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Foul by McCain, trailing the play there, as Jalen Smith will go to the line for 2 free throws. Did they say it's in the air? I thought that was he had his hand on the ball. That should be a shot attempt, I would think. But they say it's not a shot attempt. It's sideline out of bounds. That's very interesting. That should be a shooting foul in my opinion. I don't know how, but listen, I ain't a referee. I think they're still trying to determine. I don't know if they're trying to determine clock or if it's actually a shooting foul. But I guess it's foul. And there's a foul here as they were showing a replay of the previous play. Foul by the 76ers, Kelly Oubre. Ball and play here with the Bulls. Trey Jones into the paint. Goes for the floater. I don't know if it got blocked or he just missed it so bad it hit the side of the backboard. Maxey tries to throw it off the Bulls, but he throws it right out of bounds. Yeah, he tried to throw it off for Trey Jones, but he moved out the way. So Bulls will inbound under their own basket. Gets it out to Smith. And the third time he misses. So he made 2 in a row and then missed that one. Ball out to Maxey. Maxey left to right crossover and loses the ball. Jalen Smith with the ball, and then he tries to dribble it out. Maxey gets the steal in the backcourt, lobs it up to Edgecombe. Oh my goodness, he would have finished that alley-oop, but drops it off to Oubre and he gets fouled. And VJ Edgecombe would have caught that and dunked that home. Boy, that would have been a highlight. Jalen Smith tries to dribble out of the backcourt. Nobody comes to help him. He gets it stolen. Maxey lobs it up. VJ catches it with one hand, just couldn't control it to go for the dunk. But Oubre's at the line for 2 free throws here. And he rattles in the first. Buzelis and Vucevic check in for Herder and Jalen Smith. Dalen Terry also goes to the bench. Okoro comes back in as Oubre shoots the free throw and he cashes it home. 57-37, back to a 20-point lead here for the visiting 76ers. Buzelis with the ball over to Vucevic. Vucevic to Buzelis, who pump fakes for 3, gets into the paint, splits the double, and misses the finger roll. VJ Edgecombe with the rebound. He's pushing it in transition. Gets it over to Grimes, who walks into a 3 off the front rim and misses. Vucevic with the rebound. Buzelis with the ball over to Vooch. Right side to Okoro. Okoro back up top to Vooch. Left side to Trey Jones now. Trey Jones with 10 on the clock. He throws it out to Vooch. Vooch for the wing 3. It rolls off. Oubre almost tips it into the Bulls basket, but Maxey gets the rebound. But he gets it tipped and stolen from behind by the Bulls. Okoro over to Trey Jones, goes up, and it's a goaltend by Kelly Oubre. Count the basket. Don't mind me eating, y'all. Ball and play here with the 76ers. Bulls are winning the points in the paint battle 22-18. Quentin Grimes with the ball. Steps back for a 3. And he gets fouled on the 3 by Dalen. Who's this? Phillips. Julian Phillips. It's that new rule that the NBA has instituted where if you hit the shooter's hand after the ball has left, I guess they call it like the high five rule or whatever they want to call it. This time he hit like the forearm, the wrist area. We have a timeout here. When he comes back, he'll be shooting 3. Let's take a look at the box score. This if you're watching the game, this in-arena announcer looks like Josh Giddey. It's a little weird. 57-39 this game. The first quarter is the difference in this one so far. Jabari Walker yet to score. Embiid with 9. He's on a minutes restriction, so don't expect too much from him tonight. Kelly Oubre with 9. 20 for Tyrese Maxey. He's been an absolute killer. With 4 assists as well. VJ Edgecombe with 6 points and 4 rebounds. Their bench, they have 13 points off their bench. 5 from Watford, 2 from Bona, and 6 from Grimes. Still shooting really good from 3. 60% from 3. 58.8% from the field. For the Bulls, nothing's really changed. It's been Josh Giddey, 13 points. Jalen Smith gave them some good minutes off the bench with 9 points. And they're shooting 46% from the field, 46.9%, 33% from 3. Yeah, it really looked like it's not really look like a relative. This man put the word in for his cousin or something. Man said, "Yo, I need a job. Could you help me out, cuz?" They said, "I got you." All right. So the Bucket Boys of Chicagoland just was playing for the little in between entertainment. Salute to the Bucket Boys. I need better branding. Bucket Boys could be a little better. Kylan said Benny the Bull's the NBA's most recognizable mascot. I'm not surprised. I mean, it helps that he was the mascot of one of the most popular teams in the '90s with Michael Jordan and the Bulls. I know the gorilla in Phoenix is also pretty popular. All right, so we're back in play here with the free throws. Mass at Orlando getting beat down too. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, 41-23, and Trae Young not even playing as Grimes misses the first free throw. Excuse me. Grimes' second free throw is up, and he knocks that one down. So Grimes at the line for the third and final free throw. Knocks it down. Ball in play here with the Bulls, down 20, under 7 minutes to go here. Williams gets it over to Jones. Jones with the ball. Jones finds Okoro, top of the key here, right side to Vucevic. Vuce gets it back to Jones. Jones off the screen going right. Jones drops it off to Vuce, who catches and tries to put it back in and goes off Trae Jones on the offensive rebound and out of bounds, ball to the 76ers. I forgot Vucevic was with Philly before he got traded to Orlando, and then now he's with the Bulls. Ball gets poked away by Trae Jones into the backcourt. VJ Edgecombe tries to attack him, picks up his dribble, finds Grimes, back out to VJ with 6 on the shot clock. VJ jab steps, drives right. VJ fall away from the baseline. It's all fight for the rebound. Another offensive rebound goes out to the Sixers with Grimes. Maxey down the lane, throws up a right-hand scoop and scores. Maxey, you just cannot stop him, man. He's just unbelievable. Buzelis down the lane, gets bumped, goes up the floater, high floater over Bona, and scores. That's his first points, of the game. Walker gets it over to Edgecombe. Back to Walker. Walker looking for Maxey. Okoro face guarding Maxey away from the ball. Walker has to try and attack Patrick Williams. He gets into the paint, goes up, gets fouled, and won. Jabari Walker? Yeah, Jabari Walker attacks Patrick Williams. He couldn't get it to Maxey. He goes up, gets smacked on the arm, and finishes the basket. He'll go to the line for the 3-point play. I think I added it to the wrong team. Whoops. So it's 63. Oh, no, I was right. It's 63-41. And the 3-point play opportunity is missed by Jabari Walker. Rebound to Vucevic over to Giddey. The Sixers are in the bonus, so they'll shoot free throws if they get fouled the rest of the way. Patrick Williams for 3, fight for the rebound, and it's a foul on the floor. Walker holding Vucevic on that offensive rebound attempt. Ball in play here with the Bulls. Giddey, they leave him wide open, and he misses the wide open mid-range jump shot. Embiid with the rebound over to Maxey. Maxey with the ball. Maxey behind the back pass to Embiid. Embiid down the lane, drops it off to Walker. Walker, he smokes the layup, goes back up, misses the layup again, fight for the rebound. Embiid gets it, and Embiid lays it in. Offensive rebounds absolutely killing them. Giddey with the ball. Giddey pass over in the corner to Okoro. Gets it down to Vucevic. They send a late double. Cross-court pass to Williams. Over to Giddey. Giddey. Corner to Okoro. He pump fakes for three. Sidestep. Three is up. Knocks it down. Great ball movement there. Had the 76ers scrambling in rotation. Okoro knocks down the three. Ball gets tipped and stolen by the Bulls. Patrick Williams goes by everybody. Not a Sixer in sight, and he dunks it home. And then the Bulls get a steal off the inbound and lays it in. Why did my game just close? My league pass just closed for some reason. I don't know what just happened there. Thankfully, a timeout happened. But Patrick Williams gets the steal, goes coast to coast, not a Sixer in sight. He dunks it home, and then a steal off the inbound by Okoro, and he lays it in. So a nice 4-0 start, 4-0 run there by the Bulls. I don't know what happened there. My league pass just closed mid-play. 65-48. Added it to the wrong team again, so 65-48 is the correct score. And I didn't stop the timer. 4:10 to go here in the first half. 4:10 to go. Let me get that right for us. Then we could take a look at the box score. Okay, I don't know why ESPN's thing isn't updating here. There we go, 65-48. That is the correct score. 65-48. You got Jabari Walker with 2 points, Joel Embiid with 11, Oubre with 9, 22 for Tyrese Maxey, 6 for VJ Edgecombe. I think somebody, let me close some of these apps on this Apple TV. I don't know what's going on today. I think Fios playing tricks on me. I just downgraded my internet a little bit. So they're trying to tell me something. Anyway, 65-48 is the score. As you can see, leading scorer is Tyrese Maxey with 22 points in this first half. He does have 5 turnovers, so he has to clean that up. Next leading scorer is 11 for Joel Embiid. For the Bulls, it's been Josh Giddey with 13 points. Okoro with 10 is the second leading scorer. Sierra said, Bulls also don't seem to be making shots. Good. Keep making me wrong. 4:10 to go here. Broadcast is coming back. I don't know what Embiid was doing there. All right, so it is 76ers ball here. Jared McCain is checked back in for the 76ers. Ball in play here with VJ Edgecombe. Gets it over to Maxey. Maxey just gets it across half court. Gets it over to Embiid, left side of the floor. In the post against Vucevic. Gets poked away, but he recovers it. Spins, goes up, throws off the glass, off balance, and scores. He kept the pivot foot down. I thought it was a travel on first look, but he kept the pivot foot down. 67-48. Giddey finds Buzel as he travels. They don't call it. Embiid gets the foul call. I think Embiid might have a cut on his forehead. I'm not sure. Buzel has traveled there, definitely. Embiid stripped down and then went up. But the 76ers are in the bonus, so they will be shooting free throws. It looks like he does have a scratch on his, like right between his eyebrows now. Embiid first free throw is up, and it's short. Yeah, he has a big scratch on like in the middle of his forehead. Embiid has to go to the bench for infection control. He's bleeding right there on his forehead. So there, while they clean Joel Embiid up, you can't have people over here bleeding on the court. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm having some waffle fries. Salute to everybody here in the chat. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Also, even though a lot of y'all say Bulls will win this game, um, I will end the poll at halftime. Embiid is cleaned up. He hits the free throw. And we're at a 20-point lead again. 68-48. Giddey with the ball over to Vooch. Vooch, top of the key three. He just can't buy one. Rebound to Watford. Watford across half court gets it over to Embiid. Embiid eyes up Vucevic. Dribbles right. Vucevic steps back for a midi over Vucevic and scores. 16 points for Embiid in this first half. Williams over to Vucevic. Vucevic gets it over to Giddey. Giddey playing behind the screen of Vucevic. Giddey drives into the paint, goes up for the layup, and scores over Watford. Back to a 20-point lead for the Sixers. A 20-point deficit for the Bulls. Giddey with 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Finds VJ Edgecombe on the drive. I don't know. That should have been a foul, I would have thought. But VJ Edgecombe, the ball goes out of bounds off the Bulls. VJ Edgecombe came off that curl, went up, went body to body there. But I think Patrick Williams got the ball there. VJ Edgecombe to inbound under his basket. He gets it into McCain. McCain pump fakes for 3 in the corner. Out to Embiid. Embiid eyeing up Vucevic again. Out to McCain. McCain loads up for a 3 off the front rim. And Edgecombe gets to tip the rebound. Another offensive rebound for the Sixers. McCain into the paint. Drops it off to Watford. Watford hands it off to Embiid. Goes right into his shot off the pass on the right baseline and misses. Giddey with the rebound. Giddey over to Herder. Herder shoots a 3 and knocks it down. I don't know why he doesn't do that a little bit more in this one. He had some looks that he's turned down. We knew him to be a 3-point shooter. Excuse me. 70-53. Edgecombe over to Embiid. Embiid loads up a 3 and misses. Rebound to Giddey. Let's see what the Bulls can do to end this second quarter. Patrick Williams into the paint. Throws it out to Giddey at the 3-point line. Giddey picks up his dribble, goes cross court to Vooch. Vooch on the drive. Vooch throws up the little floater and scores. If you can get Embiid on the move, you have a better chance of success there. Pass went to Vucevic in the left corner. Vooch with a quick attack down the baseline and lays it in. It's a 7-0 run here by the Bulls in the last minute 20 seconds. Edgecombe comes off the screen. Edgecombe down the lane, shoots over Vucevic, goes high off the glass and scores. What a move by the rookie, VJ Edgecombe. Giddey, has he moved? Goes corner to Okoro. Okoro, left corner 3 off the rim, and McCain tracks down the rebound. In the backcourt, the Bulls try to get another steal, but the Sixers get out of it. They have numbers here. McCain over to Embiid. He might have traveled, but he fumbles the ball, gets it back, and lays it in. 74-55 here. 7-0 run done just like that. Finds Giddey off the curl. Giddey stops at the elbow. Right side to Herder. Down to Vucevic. Up top to Giddey. Over to Okoro. Corner to Williams. Patrick Williams, corner 3. And misses. I thought Giddey should have shot that. You turn down a good shot for a decent shot, and Giddey with the foul on Watford. So Trendon Watford will go to the line for 2 free throws here. It looks like the Magic are coming back in that game. This is a 7-point game now. For those paying attention to all the scores in the league. Free throw is up and good for Watford. Patrick Williams goes to the bench. Trey Jones checks back in. Second free throw is up, and Watford misses. Giddey with the rebound. Under 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Giddey with the ball. Giddey sneaks into the paint. Jump pass and gets fouled on the pass. I think both teams are in the bonus now, so Giddey will shoot free throws. With 31 seconds left to go here. Giddey, first free throw is up and off. He misses the first. Giddey with 15.7 rebounds, 7 assists. He's on pace for a triple-double in this one. Giddey, second one is up and good. 75, 56, 30 seconds to go here before halftime. Maxey with the ball. Maxey dribbling at half court, right on the Bulls logo there. Doesn't get the screen, gets it over to Grimes. Grimes drives left, throws it out to Embiid with 4 on the clock. Embiid spins, fall away from the free throw line, and rolls off. Fight for the rebound. Giddey has another rebound. Giddey has numbers, gets it over to Herder. Pump fakes for 3, over to Giddey. Giddey for 3 off the front of the rim, and that's how the quarter ends. So at the half, it's all Sixers. 75, 56, 76ers on top. So as always, we'll go over the box score, the team stats, and then we'll take a bounce around the league to see these other games that are happening and are going to happen tonight. And then we'll take a look at the upcoming schedule. Let's get the halftime timer started. 15 on the clock, starting now. All right, let's take a look at the box score. So we got 75-56 at the half. Philadelphia 76ers just killing them. They outscored them 45-27 in the first. Outscored them again 30-29 in the second. For the Sixers, you got Jabari Walker with 2 points, 18 for Joel Embiid. Kelly Oubre with 9, 22 for Tyrese Maxey on 5 of 7 shooting from 3. And VJ Edgecombe with 8 points, 5 rebounds. Off the bench, Watford with 6, 2 for Bona, and 8 for Quentin Grimes. Jared McCain in his first game back, yet to score. They're shooting 52.9% from 3, 55% overall from the field, and they have 7 turnovers as a team. We'll take a look at their team stats a little later. For the Bulls, you got Isaac Okoro with 10, got Buzelis with 2, Vucevic with 8 points, Trey Jones with 3, and you have Josh Giddey with 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists to lead his team in all major categories. For the bench, Jalen Smith came off, gave him some threes, 9 points for him. Got 2 for Patrick Williams, 2 for Dalen Terry, and Kevin Herter with 5 off the bench. They're shooting 47.8% from the field, 31% from 3, and they have 6 turnovers. Didn't this lady hurt herself? If you're watching the broadcast, the lady on the high unicycle, I could have sworn she fell off the unicycle and hurt herself. But it is what it is. Let's take a look at the team stats. Yeah, I could have sworn she was doing this bowl trick and she fell and mashed herself up. Let's take a look at the team stats right quick though. Sixers winning the rebounding battle 25-16, which I'm not surprised. They're winning the offensive rebound battle 9-4, which has resulted in a lot of second chance points. If we look down at the do they have, I need to find if I can find a stat for second chance points because it's been in favor of the 76ers. Was it during the W season or the NBA season, Sierra? I can't remember. I just remember seeing a report that she fell. The Bulls are winning the assist battle 15-14. They're winning the steals battle 6-4. 76ers are winning the blocks battle 5-2. Total turnovers, the Sixers have conceded 8 points off of their turnovers. Bulls have conceded 9 points off of theirs. Points in the paint 32-30 in favor of the Bulls. And fast break points in favor of the Bulls 12-11. Largest lead of the game is 24 by the 76ers. All right, so that's the box score and the team stats for this game. Let's take a bounce around the league at some of these other games that are going on right now. So the Bucks on the second night of a back-to-back played in Indiana last night, playing in Toronto tonight. They're down 89-72 to the Toronto Raptors. If we take a look at the box score, Giannis with 21.7 rebounds, got Miles Turner with 10 points and 8 rebounds, and not too much help. Kyle Kuzma off the bench with 10. For the Raptors, Brandon Ingram, the real balanced scoring here. Brandon Ingram with 11. You got 19 from RJ Barrett with 7 rebounds. Scotty Barnes with 15.6 assists. Jacob Poeltl with 6 and 8. And Emmanuel Quickly, I forgot to get my fantasy lineup started, fixed. The game started before I could get him in the starting lineup, into the lineup. He has 15 points and 6 assists. Off the bench, Mamu Kalashvili with 10 points, and nobody else really doing any work there. That game is in the third quarter, so there's still some time for the the Bucks to make a comeback. Yeah, it definitely was recently. Definitely was recently. In this other game, between the game that's on NBC and Peacock, the Hawks are up 10 or 11 currently over the Orlando Magic with 2:27 to go in the second quarter. Let's take a look at the box score here. For the Magic, you got Paolo Banchero with 9 points and 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Franz Wagner with 4 points and 5 rebounds. Wendell Carter with 2 and 4. Desmond Bane with 9. Jalen Suggs with 4 off the bench. You got 8 from Tristan Da Silva and 7 from Anthony Black. Off the bench, for the Hawks, remember, no Trae Young. He's out with like a MCL injury. One of his teammates got pushed and tripped and fell into his knee during the game against the Nets. Jalen Johnson with 12 points. You got Reza Shea with 13, number 1 overall pick last year. 8 for Kristaps Porzingis. 3 for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 7 for Dyson Daniels. Off the bench, you got Okongwu with 6, Kennard with 4, and then got a little help elsewhere. Let's see. Other games that are going on. This game's at halftime now. Charlotte and New Orleans. You have the Charlotte Hornets down 2 at the half to the Pelicans. Pelicans yet to win a game. They're 0-6. Will tonight be the night? We shall see. For the Hornets, you got Miles Bridges with 16. Kalkbrenner with 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Sexton with 8. Sion James with 4. Con Knuppel with 13. So it looks like no LaMelo Ball in this one. Off the bench, Musa Diabate with 6 and 2 steals. Pat Connaughton yet to score. 3 for Trey Mann. 7 for McNeely. For the New Orleans Pelicans, Kevon Looney yet to score. Herb Jones with 8, 16 for Trey Murphy. 9 for Jordan Poole, and 9 for Jeremiah Fears. Off the bench, Jose Alvarado with 5, Sadiq Bey with 7. So that game is at the half. The other 2 games that are on the schedule, we have the Phoenix Suns and the Golden State Warriors at 10 p.m. Eastern. So that's in about 44 minutes or so. The Suns 3-4 on the season. The Golden State Warriors 4-3. If we look at their recent games, the Sun on a 2-game winning streak, and the Warriors on a 2-game losing streak. So somebody got to break their losing streak today, or I mean, somebody is gonna break their winning streak or their losing streak. I'm looking at the comments here. I said, Jay hate the Pels. I don't hate the Pels. They're just not a good team. Jose. I think Jose out of New York too, so I got no qualms about Jose. And then the last game of the night, I will not be up for this one. OKC and the Clippers. Clippers played last night against the Miami Heat. They lost on a missed Kawhi buzzer beater. Thank God. Oklahoma City looking to go 8-0 after going 7-0 last year. I think that they're one of 3 teams in history to start a season 7-0, at least 7-0. And all those teams have gone on to win the championship. Looking at their injury report though, they're still missing Jalen Williams, J-Dub, Nikola Topic. Hope he gets better. I heard he has testicular cancer. I'm glad they were able to find it, so that's why he's out. For the Clippers, Bradley Beal is out. Kawhi is out. Oh, so yeah, this is pretty much over. They're getting clapped up. If Kawhi and Beal are out, it's just gonna be James Harden, Ivica Zubac, and the Pips out there. So that's the rest of the games. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule while we have some time here. So tomorrow, give me a sec. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday, we have a number of games here. Remember, Wednesday games are on ESPN, if I remember correctly. Yep. So Brooklyn looking for their first one against the Indiana Pacers, who only have 1. Utah and Detroit. Philly plays a back-to-back. They go to Cleveland to play the Cavaliers. Not a too bad of a trip from Cleveland to, from Chicago to Cleveland. Minnesota plays at New York. Washington plays at Boston. That Minnesota-New York game is on ESPN. Houston plays the Rockets. Houston plays the Grizzlies. New Orleans on a back-to-back plays the Dallas Mavericks. Miami plays Denver. Golden State plays Sacramento. And OKC plays Portland. If we continue to Thursday, there's only 1 game. I will be doing this game on Thursday between the Clippers and the Suns, so make sure you guys are tapped in for that one. And then on Friday, we're back to more Emirates NBA Cup action. A number of teams playing in the NBA Cup. Cleveland, Washington, Boston, Orlando, Rockets, Spurs, Detroit, Brooklyn. You can see all the teams here, really. The games that will be on Prime, because Prime covers the NBA Cup. Houston, San Antonio at 7:30 p.m. Eastern will be on Amazon Prime. And then the second game of the night, Golden State and Denver, will be on Amazon Prime Video. All right, so those are the games for the rest of the week there. Those are the games for the rest of the week. All right, let's go back to the box score for our game. So 75-56 is the score. 75-56 is the score. So we got through everything that I wanted to touch on at the half, and we still have about 3.5 minutes to go. Thanks to everybody for tuning in for the watch along. No, the game isn't as exciting because the Bulls are absolutely getting smoked right now, but hopefully they can make a comeback here. Hopefully they can make a comeback. All right, give me a second, y'all. I did leave my phone in the other room. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Oh, I do like Nerds Clusters. I just came back to that comment. I do like Nerds Clusters. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Can't lie. I am a fan. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an exact flavor, but I know there's like blue packets and like red packets, right? I don't discriminate. I do not discriminate. I do not discriminate. But y'all know I like my gummy bears. That's my favorite. My Albanese gummy bears can be found at your local grocer, your local drugstore. All right, third quarter about to get underway here shortly. They're talking about Buzelis. He needs to up his game. He's not playing well. Only 2 points in 10 minutes. He's a minus 13 on the court right now. Okay, third quarter getting ready to kick off here with the Chicago Bulls. Let's see what Buzelis can do in the second half. Yeah, this game does. Yeah, none of the games look pretty interesting at the moment. 75-56. Bulls with the ball to start. Trey Jones into the paint, guarded by Embiid. Goes up with the right hand quick layup and misses. Embiid with the rebound. Oh, Maxey almost loses the ball off his shin, but he recovers it. Gets it over to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Maxey back to Embiid. Pump fakes. Takes the second jump shot. Doesn't get the foul. And fight for the rebound. And Oubre was standing out of bounds. It'll go to the Chicago Bulls. Ball in play here with the Bulls. Bulls over to Trey Jones. Jones over to Vucevic. Vucevic. Left hand drive. Oh, he stumbles. Gets it out to Giddy. Giddy. Oh, tries to get it to Okoro. Goes off his feet. And it's a turnover here. Edgecombe over to Maxey. Corner to Oubre. Oubre drives into the paint. Gets blocked there by Buzelis. And gets it over to Giddy. Good defense there. Giddy finds Buzelis. Can he pay it off with a three? And he does. Matas Buzelis, a block on one end. Giddy rewards him on the other with a wide open three. 75-59. 59, excuse me. He was 2 for 12 in his first 3 games from three. In the last three, he's 10 for 17 as Maxey goes down the lane, throws up the floater, and finishes. Gets it over to Vucevic. Left side to Giddy. Giddy to Trey Jones. Back to Giddy. Giddy comes off the screen going right. Giddy. Probe dribble into the paint. Tries to jump past it and Embiid steals it easily. Maxey with the ball. Crossover over to Oubre. Oubre wide open for three and he knocks it down. 80-59. Buzelis attacks and he dunks it home. Blows by Oubre and dunks it home. So Buzelis with a quick 5 points here. Matas Buzelis. Why isn't this updating? Embiid with the miss. All right, so that doesn't want to disappear. Cool. Yeah, so it's funny. They talked about him at halftime, and he comes out and he starts going to work. He has 5 points here in the quarter. Maxi with the ball. Maxi keeps his dribble out behind the back pass to Embiid. He drives right, crossover, pull back, dribble, foul line, jump shot is off, and Buzelis skies for the rebound. Buzelis gets it over to Vucevic, right side to Giddey. Giddey back to Buzelis for another three, and that one's an air ball. Ball quickly in play here with the Sixers. Embiid took a screen on Okoro, who crumbles to the floor, and three is hit in transition on the other end by Maxi. Trey Jones finds Okoro, who gets fouled on the layup attempt. So it's 83-61. My clock's a little fast. It's 9:05 to go in the third here. Okoro at the line for 2 free throws after that shot attempt. He knocks down the first. Second free throw is up. Knocks it down. 83-63. So the Bulls are just hanging around this 20-point deficit. They can't make any inroads. Anytime they do, that should be a moving screen by Oubre, and it is. Fouled by Oubre. Ball in play here with the Bulls, 83-63. Giddey tries to find Okoro. He almost falls into Embiid's knee. He gets out the way. Maxi pump fakes for three, gets into the paint, throws up the floater, too strong. Vucevic with the tip rebound over to Jones. They have a 3-on-2 here. Giddey over to Jones. Jones goes up, quick layup, and lays it in right over Embiid. 83-65. Maxi over to Embiid. Back to Maxi. Maxi comes off the screen going left. Gets it back to Embiid. Embiid looks to attack Vucevic. Gets into the paint. Loses it. Gets it back. Fall away from the foul line, excuse me. And he knocks it down with a soft touch. Giddey with the ball. Giddey. Corner to Okoro. Okoro. Corner three. I think Maxi might have got a piece of that, but it goes off Buzelis and out of bounds. Bulls are 7 for 22 from three. Maxi gets it into Oubre. Oubre crosses half court, right to left crossover. Oubre down the lane, attacks the second year player and scores and hits him with the too little signature. And is back to a 22-point deficit here for the Bulls. Oubre gets the ball, goes coast to coast, right to left crossover, goes right into him, lays it in with the left, and then hits him with the "you're too little, you're too small." And yeah, so it is what it is, people. It is what it is at this point. All these games are pretty much blowouts at the moment. Salute to everybody hanging around in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to YouTube, the Twitch gang. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. Helps the channel out. Yeah, the Pels game isn't, but that game has no interesting players. I like Trey Murphy. But for the Hornets, who am I watching on that team? Knuppel. That's really it. Murphy versus Knuppel. It's not moving me, people. Not moving me. They're doing a Dunkin' Donuts race here in the Bulls arena, like a like an animated race, and they're racing around the bean. I've never been to Chicago in my life, but I know what that bean looks like, and they're racing around it. That's pretty funny. BI's in Toronto. BI is in Toronto. Yeah, they're beating Toronto right now, 105-80. All right, so broadcast is coming back into play now. And ball's in play here with Josh Giddey. He's been the only bright spot here for the Bulls. Giddey drives left in the paint against Tyrese Maxey. Finds Vucevic on the cut. Jump pass to Herder, who gets blocked by Embiid. And he's on the floor in the backcourt. They have a 5-on-4 advantage. Gets it over to Edgecombe. Corner three is off. Rebound to Vucevic, who gets it over to Herder. Have Herder with the ball to Giddey. Giddey wants to screen. He rejects it. Goes left. Goes cross court to Okoro. Up top to Herder. Herder pump fakes for three. Reset. Pulls. And it rolls off. Embiid with the rebound. Embiid dribbles up the court. Looks to attack Vucevic. They switch out. Get Edgecombe in the corner. Up top to Embiid. Back to Edgecombe. Edgecombe with Vucevic on the island. They give it back to Embiid. Embiid pulls for three. And he misses. Giddey drives by Embiid, goes corner to Herder, up top to Vucevic, right side to Buzelis. Buzelis jab step, now drives right, and they call offensive foul on Buzelis. Maxey with the ball here. Oh, Maxey splits the double. Euro steps, attacks Giddey, and misses. Buzelis with the rebound. They have numbers here. Gets it over to Giddey. Giddey for three, and he knocks it down. Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey, been like I said, he's the only bright spot for this team. He 19 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. He's a rebound and an assist away from his second triple-double of the season. Maxey over to Oubre in the left corner. Pump fakes. Now drives left. Nowhere to go. Picks up his dribble. Shoots a one-legged fall away over Herder and scores. Now Buzelis tries to attack on the other and spins into the paint. Layup rolls off. And Edgecombe saves it. He almost stepped out of bounds and passes it to Maxey. Maxey like a bowling ball pass to Joel Embiid in the post. Embiid tries to go behind the head pass and gets stolen. Giddey with the ball. Giddey down the lane, goes up and scoops it in with the right hand. Josh Giddey into the 20-point threshold. He's with 21. 89-70. Maxey pocket pass to Embiid. Jump. That should be a charge on Embiid. He jumped into the air with the pass and jumped right into a Chicago Bulls player. Embiid will go to the bench. Let me check his minutes because I know they say he's on like a 25-minute restriction. Embiid with 20 minutes so far. Delay a game warning on the Philadelphia 76ers. Now the ball's back in play here with the Bulls and Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey stops at the right elbow. Good hezzy move. Goes up with the right hand scoop and lays it in. So it's been Josh Giddey with the last 7 points here for the Bulls. Trying to will his team back into this. Maxey with the ball. Goes over to Grimes. Grimes checks in. Finds Watford in the left corner. Doesn't take the three. Watford drives across the paint. Throws up the floater. And they call an offensive foul on Watford. Watford drives from the left corner. And then he goes up with the left elbow and catches Giddey in the face with the elbow on the shot. 89-72. Can Josh Giddey continue his streak now? He steps back for a three off the front of the rim. Vucevic with the tip-in rebound. And the Bulls are making some headway into this deficit. 89-74. If they can get it to single digits by the end of the third, they'll be in good place. Sixers winning the second chance points battle 14-11. Maxey with the ball, guarded by Giddey. Goes between the legs, steps back for a three. Maxey rolls off the rim, fight for the rebound. Vucevic tracks it down. And the Bulls are rallying here. Gets it over to Okoro. Down the lane, Euro steps, gets fouled. Oh, he almost lays it in. He goes off, falls off the back of the rim. And Okoro will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Okoro at the line for 2 free throws. Free throws up, and he misses the free throw. Gotta make your free throws when you're on the comeback trail. Barry's at temporarily change your... What are you talking about in the chat, here? Barry's at temporarily change your taste buds as he hits the second free throw. Bulls on a 10-2 run right now. Grimes with the ball. Comes off the screen. Grimes hook pass gets stolen by Trey Jones. Jones drops it off to Herter. Herter goes up, lays it in. That should be a timeout by the Sixers. And it is. A 12-2 run by the Bulls. And it's a 12-point game. Yeah, they definitely can make this a game as they just get that steal into a layup with 3:52 to go in the third quarter. 12-point game. Oh, I see why they're called the Lovables. Oh, Lovables. I see what they did there. Play on words. Let's take a look at the box score. Let me refresh this because for some reason stuff on ESPN is not refreshing tonight. 89-77 is the score. 89-77. Jabari Walker with 2. You got 20 for Joel Embiid with 6 rebounds and 3 blocks. You got Kelly Oubre with 16. Oh, why is my halftime thing still up close? You got Tyrese Maxey with 27. You got VJ Edgecombe with 8 only. Oh, there we go. I just got a notification from Bleacher Report. Red Panda is the lady's name that's on that unicycle. They said legendary halftime performer makes NBA return after wrist surgery. Let me see what the notification says when she got hurt. Yeah. Let me see. She underwent surgery for a wrist injury that she suffered during the... I knew it was during the WNBA. She suffered during the halftime show of the WNBA's Commissioner's Cup title game between the Fever and the Minnesota Lynx in July. That's when she got hurt. It was during the Commissioner's Cup final in the W. But this is the box score, y'all. But Josh Giddey has been the only bright spot. 23 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Yeah, that was back in July. I don't know why Stacey King is over here singing on the broadcast for the Bulls. 89-77, Sixers with the ball. They just called a timeout to stop this 12-2 Bulls run. Oubre with the ball goes over to Grimes in the corner and to kick ball by the Bulls. Shot clock resets to 14. It remains 76ers ball. Oubre to inbound, gets it into Grimes. Grimes guarded by Dalen Terry, or is this Julian Phillips? They both have the similar hairstyles. That is Terry. As Maxey gets into the lane, and forget what I'm talking about. He hits the floater. He's chasing his season average. He's up to 29 points here. Smith gets over to Williams. Williams palming the ball, gets it over to Jones. Jones steps back to the three, keeps his dribble alive here. With 8 on the shot clock, Trey Jones over to Herder. Herder pulls up for a left wing three off the rim, rebounded by Patrick Williams. He gets blocked by Grimes on the second chance opportunity. Oubre gets the outlet, pulls up for three. Terrible shot, and it's off. Rebound to Trey Jones. Trey Jones quickly back the other way, gets it over to Williams. Over to Smith, handoff to Herder. They get into their offense. He might have traveled. Herder drives, stops, throws up a floater, rolls around, tipped in, gets fouled, and won by Jalen Smith. But they say it was on the floor, but they tipped it in. That should count. That should definitely count. Herder misses the floater. Jalen Smith goes up, and he tips. So they're saying he gets fouled on the floor. They saying that's the second time the Bulls have got done by a foul that on a basket that has gone in, but it doesn't count in the end. So it's Bulls ball, sideline out of bounds. Trey Jones over to Herder, over to Jalen Smith, guarded by Bona. Jalen Smith gets the ball stolen. Grimes with the ball, tries to go cross court, gets picked away by Patrick Williams. So turnover for turnover. Patrick Williams, corner to Terry, over to Herder. For three, they need it. They can't get it, but Smith gets the offensive rebound. Trey Jones to reset here. Trey Jones blows by Bona, goes up and quick lays it in with the left hand on the right-hand side. And it's back to a 12-point game. You got to get into that single-digit threshold here. Watford up top to Maxey. Maxey comes off the screen going left. He steps back, guarded by Williams now. He has him on the island. Picks up his dribble down to Watford against Herder. He spins, goes up, double clutches, gets blocked by Herder, and he turns and says something to him after that block. They have numbers if they want it. Trey Jones, oh, and Jalen Smith was not ready for the pass. That was a good block by Herder there. He blocks it and looks down at him. And he said something like, Kevin Herder, excuse me, Quentin Grimes crosses over on Herder, gets the ball stripped, and it goes out of bounds. Ball stays with the 76ers. 1:30 to go here in the third quarter. It's been the Bulls' quarter. They've cut into that deficit. They're just trying to get it as close to single digits as possible now. Maxey gets it into Watford. Handoff. That should be a moving screen on Watford, and it is. Basket doesn't count even though Maxey hit the shot. Oh, illegal screen by Watford. VJ Edgecombe checks in for Trendon Watford. He's up to 4 fouls here. B got his knees double wrapped up. VJ Edgecombe leads all rookies in points per game, averaging 20 points per game. As Maxey comes from behind and gets a chase down block on Trey Jones. Grimes goes up, scoops in the layup, and finishes. Dalen Terry with the ball gets it over to Williams. Corner to Herder. Herder, they need it. And Herder knocks down the right corner three. 93-70, 93-82, excuse me, 11-point game. Maxey with the ball. Maxey gets it over to Jared McCain. McCain on the attack on Terry. Stops, shoots, and gets blocked there by Terry. Trey Jones chases it down. Trey Jones, Euro stepped by Edgecombe, goes up for the scoop, and they can't finish it. Herder with the double clutch, and he finishes. And they finally got it within single digits here. What's the breaking news? Did Mom Donnie win? Is that what the vote was for? Is that the breaking news? Ball in play here. Bulls on a 19-6 run. They have a 9-point deficit now. Maxey drives on Trey Jones. One leg fall away. Bounces off the rim a couple times and misses. Edgecombe gets to tip the rebound out to Grimes. He slows it down with 7 to go. Maxey into the paint, goes up. Left hand floater is good. 2 seconds. 1 second stolen by Grimes. And that's how the quarter ends. 95-84, a 19-8 run gets the Bulls back into this game. Even though they got to single digits, it's back to 11 now. 95-84 as we get ready for the fourth and final quarter. Bulls making it interesting. Let me go on the social media, see what the folks are saying. And yeah, I'm seeing it. Yeah, it says Mom Donnie wins New York City mayoral race projection. Wow, that's crazy. Everybody, people actually spoke with their vote instead of just doing public chatter, I should say. Some people like to be performative and don't actually do action. So salute to him. Salute to him. Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of it. It says he will win. A bunch of these news sites are saying he's the projected winner. Which pretty much means he won in the grand scheme of it all. Let's take a look at the box score while we have some time. 95-84. Josh Giddey sitting on 23-9 for the Bulls. Tyrese Maxey with 31 for the 76ers. Bulls outscored the 76ers 28-20 in that quarter. This is the first quarter they won in this game. 95-84 as we get ready for the fourth and final quarter. Let's see if the Bulls can really make this very interesting down the stretch, or if the 76ers just push it back up to double figure, to 20, I should say. Edgecombe with the ball, handoff to McCain, over to Oubre. Edgecombe on the drive right. Oh, he tries to go up and loses the ball, and they call a foul, actually, by, is that Terry? Yep, Dalen Terry. Yeah, he had his hand in the cookie jar there a bit. Dalen Terry. And Edgecombe hits the first free throw. (96-84). Edgecombe's second free throw is up and good. 13-point lead. Ball into Josh Giddey. The Australian gets it over to Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith at the top of the key, handoff to Herder. Herder, cross-court pass, too high for Patrick Williams. It goes out of bounds. Ball in play here with the Sixers and rookie VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe left to right crossover down the lane. Oh, he was trying to go for the spectacular. He was trying to boom it on somebody. And they get a block on that. Left to right crossover goes up. And oh yeah, Dalen Terry gets the block from behind because that was about to be a poster. Ball over to Quentin Grimes off the catch and shot and air ball. Giddey, I think that's his 10th rebound. Dalen Terry over to Buzelis. Corner three, and he knocks it down. Matas knocks down the corner three to get it to a 10-point deficit. Matas up to 10. Quentin Grimes with the ball, guarded by Matas, gets it over to Oubre. Oubre with the ball, attacks Giddey, spins back to his left, pump fake, shoots over him, bounces around, and Terry skies for the rebound. Ball with Giddey. Giddey comes off the screen. Giddey gets it over to Terry. Terry looks to attack, finds Giddey on the cut, over to Smith. Smith, corner three, off the rim. Oh, Patrick Williams skies for the rebound, pump fake, goes up, and gets fouled. So Patrick Williams will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Bulls trying to get back into trying to make it a single-digit game here. Pat Williams at the line. First free throw is up and good. Been working this entire time. Not one of those 3 or 4 screen must watch him. Yeah, definitely not. As Williams misses the second free throw. It's a 9-point deficit now with 10.5 to go. Edgecombe off the screen. Edgecombe into the paint. Probing, throws up the floater and scores. VJ Edgecombe probing like a vet. Gets right to the front of the rim and throws up the floater. Dalen Terry down the lane, fakes the pass. Now it looks like a pass. Jalen Smith gets it, but Edgecombe dives on the ball and gets it out. It's a 2-on-1. Oubre down the lane and dunks it. Oh my goodness. I did not expect him to dunk it. And he dunked that easily. Williams drives left out to Buzelis, up top to Giddey. Giddey drives left. Giddey corner to Jalen Smith for the triple-double. And Giddey with the triple-double. Giddey with 23 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Second triple-double of the season for Josh Giddey, the 20th of his career. McCain throws it out to Grimes with 4 on the clock. Grimes, top of the key, 3, front rims it. And Buzelis gets the rebound, goes behind the back over to Giddey. Giddey, finds Jalen Smith going down the lane, and he gets cut off and fouled by Grimes. So Jalen Smith will go to the line for 2 free throws. That is true. They usually, and I know in recent years they opened up arenas. They basically made the arenas polling places so people can go and vote. But maybe they only do it during like the presidential election. I'm not too sure. He knocks down the first, Jalen Smith, and he knocks down the second. So it's an 8-point game here, 101-93. The closest the Bulls have been in quite some time. Maxey gets around. Maxey into the paint, throws up the floater, gets pushed from behind, knocks it down, and one. Tyrese Maxey. Man, Tyrese Maxey doing whatever he wants out there. He's up to 33 points. And Maxey knocks down the free throw. 104-93. They keep getting it to single digits and it goes right back up. Maxey with 34 points, 5 assists. Giddey gets down the lane, off balance floater, and gets pushed, and they call a foul. Maxey not happy with that call because it's on him. I mean, Maxey did extend his forearm there, so it gave the ref sort of no choice on that one. Giddey at the line, knocks down the first. And Giddey knocks down the second. Back to single digits, 104-95. Maxey with the ball. And they call a 3 and the key on the Bulls. Defensive 3-second violation on the Bulls. That's a one-shot free throw by the 76ers. Damn. Maxey knocks it down. Ball and play here with Edgecombe and the Sixers. 10-point game. Sixers on top. Looking with a win, they'll stay the top of the league. Top of the East. With a 6-1 record if they win. Jalen Smith saves that wary pass from Giddey. But Giddey gets it back. Giddey down the lane, attacks Oubre, gets fouled, gets his own rebound. They don't call the foul, but Okoro hits the right corner three, and a timeout called by Nick Nurse and the 76ers. Now it's a 7-point game. This is closer than they've been. As we go to a commercial here. 105-98. 105-98 is the score. 7-point deficit for the Bulls. They were down as many as 24. And they're right back in it. They're dropping, they're parachuting t-shirts from the sky in Chicago. Now Benny the Bull is trying to shoot he's trying to shoot a backwards half court shot. He's 0 for 2 right now. Benny He's 0 for 3. He's not even close. He doesn't have enough power. No. Oh, he actually hit the backboard that time. He hits the rim. I'm over here commentating this dude shooting backwards, this mascot shooting backwards half court shots. Oh, he almost banked it in though. I'm guessing this is a a, a game recurrence. Let's look at the other games going around the league. I have them scrolling at the top of the screen, but let's see what we got. Raptors beat the Bucks 128-100. Giannis finishes with 22 and 8. Scotty Barnes 23.6 assists and 4 steals. You got the Hawks still beating the Magic 87-73. Jalen Johnson with 17. Banchero with 18 and 6. Oh, I thought the game was restarting. Excuse me. You got the Hornets beating the Pelicans 103-99. Kalkbrenner with 10 and 11. Alvarado with 12 and 6. But let's get back to this one. Ball and play here with the 76ers and VJ Edgecombe. And they call a foul on Isaac Okoro. First foul on Okoro, team's third. Ball over to Tyrese Maxey. Comes off the screen going left. Guarded by Buzelis. He drives right hard down the lane. Gets blocked from behind. Fight for the rebound. Edgecombe gets another offensive rebound. Oubre wide open for 3 and misses. And Giddey gets another rebound. That's his 12th rebound of the game. Giddey over to Buzelis, who gets it back to Giddey. Giddey in the paint. Floater is up short. Oubre with the rebound. Oh, and that should be a foul. Trendon Watford draws the foul on Jalen Smith as he was going to the basket. Do they call this a shooting foul? They do. So Trendon Watford at the line for free throws. First one is up and good. Embiid looking like he may come back in this game. All the padding is off, as both free throws are hit by Watford. (107-98). Trey Jones with the ball gets tripped up by Maxey. Vucevic checks back in for Jalen Smith. He finishes with 14. Well, I shouldn't say he finishes, but he has 14 as he goes to the bench. Hit some threes tonight. Giddey's on the bench as well. I don't know. He's trying to steal him some minutes right now. Ball and play here with Trey Jones. Out to Herder. Herder for 3, short. A long rebound out to Vucevic, so they have a second chance here. Vucevic over to Okoro. Get the left hand hook over Bona and scores. 7-point game again. Watford with the ball. Vucevic with 12. Watford guarded by Herder. Sorry, I hit the mic, guys. Up top to Maxey. Maxey with the ball, guarded by Herder. Back to Watford. Watford pump fakes for 3, guarded by Buzelis. Goes across, and Buzelis might have got a piece of that, but Bona gets the offensive rebound. Watford finds Maxi on the cut. Maxi down the lane, no resistance. Left hand lay is good. The offensive rebounds have just killed the Bulls. That's all I can say. 9-point game. Maxi with 37. Herder with the ball. Herder gets it over to Jones. Jones drives right. By Maxi, goes high off glass and lays it in. Good move there by Trey Jones. Makes it back a 7-point game. Tyrese Maxey down the hill. Wants some contact, doesn't get it, and he misses. Trey Jones with the rebound. Trey Jones has no one to give it to. Gets it down to Vucevic against Bona. Hook pass over to Okoro up top, back to Jones. They reset. Jones off the screen, and they call a moving screen there by Isaac Okoro. Anytime they find some momentum, they turn the ball over. So it's 76ers ball, 7-point game with 5:39 to go. VJ gets it over to Grimes. Back to VJ. VJ to Embiid. Embiid back in the game against Vucevic. Backs him down. Gets the ball swatted away on the steal by Vucevic. Herder goes down the lane and he loses it. He dribbles into traffic and loses the ball. Outlet all the way to Oubre. Finds Embiid. Embiid back in that same spot against Vucevic. He faces up this time. Jab step to the right. Now shoots the jumper over him short. Buzelis comes with the rebound. They need a good basket here. They've turned it over the last couple times. Giddey with the ball. Up top to Vucevic. Hand off to Buzelis. Off the screen going left. Buzelis tries to double clutch. And then Vucevic with a left-hand tip. And scores. Wow. 5-point game here. 109-104. Maxey with the ball. They trap him. Get it over to Embiid. Vucevic recovers. Gives it back to Maxey. Maxey with a head of steam. Down the lane. Goes up floater. Bounces around and off. So the Sixers are in the bonus now. Maxey free throw is up and good. Timeout on the floor here. Timeout on the floor. 6-point game. 4:26 to go. Bulls on the comeback trail, but is it too little, too late? We shall see. Salute to everybody in the chat. YouTube, Twitch. Salute, salute. The game was looking ugly early, but the Bulls have made it interesting late. They were down as many as 24 after giving up 45 points to 27 in that first quarter. Yeah, it's definitely easier to come back from a double-digit deficit with the three ball being so prevalent and the pace being so up. Teams are just getting up and down the floor so quickly that there's many more possessions in the game, making it a little bit easier or more feasible to come back from bigger double-digit deficits. Dude. They're tossing t-shirts out here in Chicago. Appreciate you guys tuning in for the stream. All right, coming back to the broadcast now. Coming back to the broadcast. I'm just seeing a stat here. Josh Giddey is the first Bulls player to record back-to-back triple-doubles since MJ in 1988, 89. Wow, so salute to Josh Giddey getting into some Bulls history there. All right, so Maxey at the line for the second free throw here. So Maxey at the line with 4:26 to go. And he knocks down the second. So it's 111-104 with 4:25 to go in the game. Bulls with the possession, and Josh Giddey on a triple-double here. 25 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists. Vucevic gets fouled from behind by Embiid. So now the Bulls are in the bonus, so the Bulls will be shooting free throws the rest of the way as well. Nikola Vucevic at the line for 2 free throws. And he knocks down the first. The Bulls' next game is on Friday against the Bucks, and then they play a Friday, Saturday back-to-back, and then they play again on Monday and then Wednesday. And Vucevic knocks down both free throws, so it's back to a 5-point deficit, 111-106. Both teams in the bonus, approaching 4 minutes to go here. Vucevic 1 rebound away from a double-double, 16 points, 9 rebounds. Oubre gets it over to Embiid, faces up on Vucevic, backs down. Vucevic, Embiid shoots the fall away over Vucevic, doesn't fall. And Herder with the rebound, gets it over to Vucevic. Left side to Giddey. Giddey goes behind the back to Vucevic, hand off to Herder, Herder to Vucevic, goes corner to Okoro, back over to Vucevic with 5 on the clock. Herder, guarded by Embiid, lobs it to Vucevic. He has to just lob it at the basket too far under, and it hits off the underside of the rim. Maxey on the attack, over to Embiid, back to Maxey. Guarded by Matas Buzelis. Gets it back to Embiid, back to Maxey. Maxey steps back and misses the foul line jumper. Timeout, Billy Donovan. Sixers have gone ice cold. Wow. As the Bulls are down 5 here, we have another timeout. 3:15 to go. 111-106 is the score. So let's see what can happen here, y'all. Let's see if the Bulls can complete the comeback. This game is the game we're on is the next closest to finish, followed by the Hornets and Pelicans. Those 2 games are fairly close. Orlando getting absolutely flambéed on national TV by the Atlanta Hawks with no Trae Young. Phoenix and Golden State has kicked off. Golden State is currently up 8-5. Yeah, Conlon, and definitely fans in the beginning of the game, they were definitely sleepy. Now they're awake. So Chicago Bulls scoring leaders goes Giddey with 25, Okoro with 16, Vucevic with 16, 14 for Jalen Smith, 12 for Herder, and 10 for Buzelis. In terms of the timeouts, 76ers have 3 timeouts left. The Bulls have 2, and both teams have a challenge left. Nobody's challenged as of yet. Excuse me. I don't care. I love it. All right, finally, we're getting back to some action here. Players are walking onto the court. Well, at least the Bulls players are. The Sixers players are still in the huddle. Shorty said, I'd drive my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I never actually listened to the lyrics of that song. Embiid had 18 points in the first half. He only has 2 in this whole second half. It's 111, 106. Trey Jones over to Buzelis. Top of the key here. Left side to Okoro. Hand off to Giddey. Giddey attacks the rookie Edgecombe. Throws up the floater. Bounces off. And Oubre with the rebound. Gets it over to Maxey. That was a tough shot there by Giddey. Maxey comes off the screen. Pocket pass to Embiid. He pump fakes. He should have just went straight up with it. He goes into the post. Gets it poked away. He tries to dive and it's stolen. It's a 3-on-2 here. Giddey down the lane, goes up. That's a goaltending. Goaltending by the Sixers. Edgecombe and Maxey collide. Embiid trying to post up Vucevic, and he's been getting stonewalled every single time. And Josh Giddey gets the ball to the glass first. Edgecombe skies over the top and goaltends. So this is the closest they've been, a 3-point game. A 111-108. Grimes gets it over to Embiid. Embiid, top of the key here. Hand off to Maxey. It should be his game to win or lose here. Corner to Grimes. Grimes drives left. Dribbles all the way back out to 3. With 4 on the clock. Over to Embiid. Embiid, one leg fall away over Vucevic and misses. And the Bulls have a chance to tie or get within 1 here. Jones gets it over to Buzelis down the lane and gets blocked by Embiid. What a block by Embiid. And Trey Jones tips it out of bounds. And they say it's Sixers ball. Trey Jones tipped it. It's out on Trey Jones. Good thing they didn't review it. Philadelphia with no field goals in the last 4.5 minutes here. Maxey out to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Guarded by Giddey. They want some movement here. Maxey on the attack on Giddey. Steps back over Giddey. Way off. Rebound to Trey Jones. They have another chance here. Gets it over to Buzelis. Buzelis down the lane. He goes for the dunk and gets blocked by Maxey. Oh my goodness. That's 2 times they've got blocked at the rim. Maxey down the lane. He misses the layup. Rebound to the Bulls here. 3rd time's the charm for the Bulls. Giddey with it. Giddey with the crossover. Left to right. Into the lane. Throws up the floater and scores. 1-point game. Josh Giddey. 27 for Josh Giddey with a triple-double, and it's a timeout called by Philly. It's 111-110 with 111 to go in the game. Josh Giddey, after having a couple people try and score, he says, give me the ball and get the hell out the way. Goes right down the lane with a left-to-right crossover into the paint, throws up the floater, and scores his 20. What has he got? His 27th point. Oh, it's 29. I guess they haven't updated. Oh yeah, they haven't updated it yet here. This thing is so slow today. or not doing what it's supposed to do. 111, 110. Josh Giddey with 29 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists for Josh Giddey. Is Giddey only 23? Wow. 1 point game here, people. This game was a 24-point game at one point. Let me see. Team stats here. Yeah, largest lead was 24. And now it's just a 1 point game with 111 to go. Both teams in the foul bonus. It is 76ers ball with 16 seconds left on the shot clock. All right, ball and play with Embiid. Hands it off to Maxey. Behind the back to Embiid. Embiid gets it over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe with 8 on the shot clock. Gets it down to Embiid on the left side of the court. Guarded by Vucevic. Shoots over him, and it misses. And Giddey gets another rebound here. They have a chance to get their first lead of the game here. And, oh, Giddey with a dangerous cross-court pass. It makes it through, and they reset here. Josh Giddey with the rock. At half court, Josh Giddey calls for the screen from Buzelis. Left hand dribble. They get the switch. He spins. Tries to feed it down to Buzelis, and it's stolen. He tried to force that one in there, and he turns it over. No need to foul here. Sixers haven't scored in the last 6 minutes of action. Maxey at half court here, guarded by Okoro. You just can't give up a 3 here. A 2 doesn't beat you. Maxey with the ball. Step back for 3. And an air ball. Rebound to Giddey. And Billy Donovan calls a timeout with 14 seconds to go. Maxey didn't need the 3. He tried to go for the spectacular. Shoots a step back 3. It misses everything. Step back over Buzelis. I think Buzelis might have got a piece of it as well. But he's been doing it all for them. He has 39 points tonight, Tyrese Maxey. How many minutes has he played? Tyrese Maxey's played 39 points in 39 minutes. So he's played almost 40 minutes of the 39 of the 48 possible minutes in this game. Embiid has not given them anything in this second half, really. He started off hot. He's now 7 for 21. Bulls outscoring the Sixers 26-16 in this fourth quarter. The Sixers have only scored 36 points total in the second half compared to having 45 in the first. So you can see the offense has fallen off a cliff here. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here, people. I'm going to hide the box score so it doesn't spoil it for me. 111, 110, 14 seconds to go in this game. Bulls basketball. I think they have it at half court. So it's theirs to win or lose here. So Jones with the ball. Trey Jones to inbound here. Momo, salute for the follow on the Twitch. Salute. Trey Jones to inbound. Gets it into the man of the hour. Josh Giddey. 12 seconds. 11. 10. 9. Gets the go screen from Herter. Gets downhill. Hook pass over to Vucevic for 3 in the lead. Oh my God! Nikola Vucevic! And their first lead of the game for the Chicago Bulls comes with 3 seconds to go. Nikola Vucevic on a left-hand hook pass to Nikola in the right corner from Josh Giddey. And Nikola, ice in his veins, holds the follow through and cashes out from 3. Down 24, never say die. They come all the way back to take the lead. Oh my goodness. They're showing the replay here. Josh Giddey gets a go screen here from Herter. He drives and B rotates over. Gets it over to Vucevic, Grimes with the late closeout. He holds the follow through and cashes out. What a pass from Giddey. That gives him how many assists tonight? That's his 11th assist of the night. Or 12th assist of the night, excuse me. For Josh Giddey. 29 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists. Big shot from Nikola Vucevic. He has 19 points and 10 rebounds there. Wow, what a shot. What a shot. First lead of the game. Now can they hold on? You cannot foul a three-point shooter. Vucevic, they're saying 26 double-doubles in 39 career games versus the Sixers. So you cannot foul a three-point shooter. You cannot give up an and one for the Bulls. That would be absolutely brutal if you do all this work to come back and you spoil it on something stupid. If they shooting a three, you just stand there. If it goes in, you tip your cap. All right. Oubre to inbound. Gets it over to Grimes. Grimes for three in the lead. And he misses. And the Bulls win. He got a great look. But the Bulls come all the way back to win 113-111. And they are the top of the Eastern Conference. Wow, this game ended up being much better than I thought, people. It looked bleak early. But the Bulls come all the way back to win this game. They give the Sixers their second loss of the season. Bulls move to 6-1, and they are the #1 seed in the East. Wow, they almost blew it. Grimes got a great look from three, wide open, top of the key. And the Bulls win the game 113-111. I didn't even change the score when he hit that three. I was so shocked. 113-111 there. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say, people. Wow. Let's take a quick look at the box score before I get out of here. Vucevic, he's getting the end of quarter interview. Wow, what a game. Salute to, I think a bunch of y'all said in the poll that the Bulls would win. 57% said Bulls would win. And the Bulls end up winning. And that's when the Bulls were down 20. So salute to y'all for having the foresight. I hope you put a little something on it. But the Bulls win the game. Let me refresh this. 113-111. What a game. They outscored them 29-16 in the fourth quarter for the win. 76ers go absolutely cold in the second half. Embiid finishes with 20 points, but on 7 of 21 shooting, 1 for 6 from 3. He has 3 turnovers. Did have some good blocks there down the stretch. Kelly Oubre with 18. Tyrese Maxey with 39 points in 39 minutes, but it wasn't enough. He had a couple bad misses down the stretch as well. VJ Edgecombe, the rookie, only 12 points. Does have a double-double. 12 points and 11 rebounds. Trendon Watford with 8. Quentin Grimes with 10. They shoot 42% from the field, 36% from 3. They were shooting around 60% early in the game. It fell off a cliff considerably. For the Chicago Bulls, Isaac Okoro, 16 points. He hit a big 3 in the corner. Buzelis has 10, 19 and 10 for Vooch. He hits the biggest 3 of the game with 3 seconds left to give them their first lead of the game and the win. Trey Jones with 8 points, and then the man who kept them in the game all game, Josh Giddey with 29 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists. Off the bench, they got some good minutes from Jalen Smith with 14, from Kevin Huerter with 12. Wow, Chicago. What a comeback there. 6-1, 113-111 final score. All right, y'all. That ended up being more interesting than I thought. It looked bad early, but they came all the way back. To Chicago Bulls. Salute to them. And they come back and win. They go top of the East with still only 1 loss on their jacket. I will be back on Thursday evening for the one game they have. I think it's Golden State versus Phoenix. Golden State versus Phoenix, or Phoenix versus Golden State, however you want to say it. So I'll be back then. So make sure You leave a like, subscribe so you get notified anytime I'm about to go live. Follow on the Twitch. If you're new here, we're gonna be doing NBA watch-alongs all season long. Appreciate everyone who tuned in, all the new subs, the new follows, the super chats, all of the good, all the above, excuse me. It's 10:30 here on the East Coast. There's still one more game that hasn't started yet. That game is on NBC and Peacock between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the LA Clippers. No Kawhi in that game, no Bradley Beal, so I expect OKC by 1,000 in that one. All right, y'all, that's it for me. Enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Salute.